Your dream survival island spawn is in this video. Make sure to check out every seed and let me know which island you'll be surviving on. Seed 20 is the only survival island seed you'll ever see with 2 islands in the same place right at spawn. This is made possible by the fact that one of the islands is floating in the sky above the other. This Pandora terrain generation would give you a survival island experience like no other. There's so much building potential both above and below, so you'd never get bored of surviving here. Build your house at the very top, giving you amazing views of the surrounding ocean and extra room below for all your farms. If you shared this seed with a friend, which island would you want? Bottom bunk or the top bunk? Seed 19 spawns you on an ice spikes island surrounded by frozen ocean as far as the eye can see. There's no mainland in sight, only ice. This unique island spawn provides a difficult and chilly challenge. Do you think it's even possible to survive here? I mean, how would you do it? I've posted thousands of seeds on this channel and this is the first ice spike survival island spawn I've ever seen. I hope there's enough loot to sustain life from the nearby shipwrecks, or perhaps use this wood to build yourself a ladder up to the tallest ice spike where you could set up a cozy little home. Seed 18 might be the one for you if you're looking for something a bit bigger. Let me introduce you to the first mountain island spawn of the video. This 177 block tall island will be a lot harder to navigate, but may be worth it to someone who's willing to spend time building their isolated kingdom here. Other than size, this island has so many other great features. Countless caves to drop into and explore, cliff tops with stunning mountain and ocean views, forests of all kinds for gathering resources, portals for access to other dimensions, and an abundance of stony shelters waiting for you to call home. Seed 17 spawns you on a beautifully small survival island full of flowers with no mainland for over 1,000 blocks in any direction. If you're after a peaceful and relaxing island experience to pass the time while you wait on the next big Minecraft update, you'll struggle to find a better seed than this one. This colourful yet simple island sits in the middle of an ocean so large that you'd probably never find it again if you left without a compass. A long sail across the sea brings you to a very strange village with no houses and no villagers. Please bring this iron golem back to the island so he has a friend. Seed 16 brings us the first tropical island of the video, surrounded by steep jungle cliffs in a stony peak mountain with a crater at the top that would be a perfect location for your base. The jungle biome gives your island some additional company and loads more resources to help you survive. This one also comes with a ruined portal, giving you some bonus loot and quick access to a nerve-wracking change of scenery. Seed 15 spawns you on a village island with so many features to keep you busy. It's always nice to have some company on your survival island, especially if you plan to stay here long term. Right next to the village, you'll notice a waterfall that flows down through a large cave system where you could spend time exploring if you ever got bored of the waves above. This island also benefits from a ruined portal that leads you right to the doorstep of a piglin bastion, where I found a pretty nice pickaxe in the closest chest to the portal. The island has some nice flat areas for building and even a mineshaft underneath mixed with some open dungeons. Seed 14 brings us to the mountain island spawn so beautiful that it made it into the thumbnail. I just love the combination of caves, cliffs, forest and mountains all packed into one incredible island. Chill by the dark oak bay that sits below the streams flowing down from the jagged peaks above. Adventure up the mountain and you'll stumble across exposed lush caves in every direction. There's even this one that will drop you all the way down into an ancient city. The large, unmissable, lush opening at the front of the island also leads you to the deep dark with an exposed dungeon. I would love for someone to choose this one and update me in a year's time with everything they have done on this island. Seed 13 provides one of the truest and simplest survival island experiences you could wish for. When I close my eyes and dream of a survival island, it's not too far away from this. Small in size, a good combination of plains and beach, a limited number of trees, and most importantly, no mainland in sight. There's nothing but ocean as far as the eye can see, giving you that isolated and remote feel that us island survivors crave. Seed 12 spawns you on a gorgeous tiger island that has been completely hollowed out by a pillared lush cave. The main entrance to this stunning pirate cove is found at the bottom of the cliff face. Head on in and you'll see there's plenty of room for an underground island village. Head to the back of the cave and you'll find more cave entrances, allowing you to get from one side of the island to the other through the cave. Take a hike up the steep island hill and find yourself a spot to build amongst the foxes. I'd recommend somewhere near the ledge so you can cliff dive down to your cave whenever you'd like. Seed 11 spawns you on another tropical volcanic island with one large stony peak mountain right in the middle, surrounded by mixed forest and jungle cliffs. This one would be perfect for turning into a real volcano with flowing lava. Head along the vine-covered cliffs and you'll find an interesting vine-covered cave system with aquifers and a secret hidden pumpkin patch. Maybe build yourself an emergency shelter down here in case your volcano ever erupts. Seed 10 is another mountain island that's probably the most spacious on the list for those of you with a lot of building plans for your island spawn. There's a large snowy mountain with a forested area at the top that would be perfect for building a cabin at the height of the island. The island even has its own river, starting from the mountain stream and leading to the ocean. Around the riverbanks there's plenty of mixed forest and flat plains for building your own fishing town. Seed 9 doesn't spawn you on an island, but there's a very strange island just off the coast that is too crazy not to show you. Check out this hollow and broken stone island in the middle of the ocean, filled with lava and waterfalls surrounded by floating stone. It's like a custom island that was abandoned during construction. It definitely needs someone to come along and finish it off. It could be a great place for a unique base. What do you think you'd be able to build here? Seed 8 is the island spawn for those looking for an extra difficult challenge. This may be the most desolate survival island I have ever spawned on. Try spawning here without a bonus chest and you're having nothing but sand and water. Hopefully, there's some buried treasure here, somewhere. Let me know how long you are able to survive. The only other feature visible from the island is this shipwreck beached on a nearby island. The resources you could gather from this ship may be your only chance of survival. Seed 7 is a beautiful forest island that could possibly be my favourite. I love the flower-covered slope that leads you up to a perfect building location at the top of the snowy island hill. Set up a quaint little cottage here to oversee the ocean and all of your island activities. Head down to the other side of the hill where you'll find a river that cuts the island in two. Put a bridge to easily get to the other side of the island where you can find a large exposed cave system. Seed 6 spawns you on an island with frozen lush cliffs like I've never seen before. Lush ice isn't a combination you see very often, but I love it. Above this cliff, you'll see a forested mountain crater with dark oak shores further beyond the peaks. Adventure around the rest of the cliffs and you'll find another lush cave with a very impressive entrance. 2 dark oak trees perfectly in the middle of the cave entrance welcome you to this waterfall-filled lush cave. There's a nice flat island right next to the cliffs if you'd like to spend some time closer to the sea. Seed 5 spawns you on an epic mountain island with one of the most impressive island cave systems I have ever explored. A mountain stream cascades down over a mixed forest cliff, leading you to a wide open ocean cave. This island feels completely hollow due to the size of this cave. You could explore it for hours. Lush, dripstone, and deep dark, it's all here beneath the mountain island. There's even an ancient city next to a frightening lava-filled cavern. There's a large variety of wood types, great places to build, and even a ruined portal. Seed 4 spawns you on an incredibly rare abandoned village island surrounded by coral reef. Do you think you could survive on this island while trying to cure all the villagers? Abandoned villages are super hard to come by in Minecraft 1.19, so to spawn inside of one on a desert island is absolutely insane. There's a ruined portal just as you dip your feet into the warm ocean, a windswept savanna island, and even a mushroom island close by too. Seed 3 is my favourite tropical survival island spawn. This large jungle mountain island is covered in bamboo forest, exposed mountain caves, and even a section of badlands. Adventure down the mountain slopes, through the bamboo jungle, and you'll find a huge open lush cave that meets with the ocean. The cave is covered in jungle vines, adding some extra lushness to this already lively cave. I'd love to see some bridges built across here, as it's only parrots who can cross this gap at the moment. Seed 2 leaves you spoilt for choice when it comes to mountain islands because we've got another incredible one to show you. Towering snowy peaks, epic cliffs, insane lush caves, crazy terrain generation, a forested coast and surrounding mushroom islands. This huge exposed lush ocean cave on the side of this island quickly descends you into the deep dark with an exposed zombie dungeon. There's so much to keep you busy on this island. The only limit is your imagination. Seed 1, in my opinion, spawns you on the perfect survival island. A true survival island experience challenges you with limited resources, but I find it more chill than challenging. I like being restricted to a small area. With a small patch of grass, beach, and just a few trees, there's not much else you can do on the island other than chill. If you had enough room for one farm, which type of farm would it be? Again, this has no mainland in sight for that immersive experience. I'm going to build a small fishing hut and see what loot I can fish up to help me survive here. And what about you? Which island will you be surviving on? Let me know in the comments which island was your favourite, and if you'd like to continue your island search, click on the next video.